The Barreleye was one of the finest deep-sea research submarines to ever be made. Damn thing cost more to build than an old military sub. The machine had been built with one of the strongest hulls ever designed. I heard the metal came from some meteor that fell into the ocean a few years ago, some new element previously undiscovered. The vessel had been made to venture safely into the abyssal depths of the world's deepest oceans with a human crew. For the past week, we slowly descended into the Mariana Trench. Not sure why, plenty of those robot subs had been sent down and found little more than a few dead whales and some terrifying fish. Other than that, there was nothing worth writing home about. Honestly, did these scientists expect to find anything new down here? I wish I kept my mouth shut when I agreed to work maintenance on this sinking tub. I've worked around the spaghetti mess of pipes and valves in the bowels of 5 submarines throughout my career. Never before have I had to deal with teeth puncturing the hull. The Barreleye was designed to split in half in case of an emergency. If the front or back end were compromised, everyone could evacuate to the safe section, then it would detach and take off like a lizard dropping its tail. I, unfortunately, didn't make it in time. And now there's something else on this dying wreck looking for me. I saw it once already, and I'd rather not see it again. The water flooding the room is up to my knees now. I guess I have that new element to thank for not collapsing under the pressure down here immediately and making my death a long, drawn-out process. The hull groans, a cold and grim reminder of where I am. Several miles underwater where there's no sunlight and completely alone in this over-glorified sardine can. Splashing sounds echo behind me, too slow and too big for a person. I duck behind one of the structural supports and press myself against the wall. It's the best I can do to hide right now. The sound of heavy breathing draws closer. I hold my own breath as the face of some massive creature inches forward into view. Its eyes are a milky white and its mouth stretches backward into a broad, lipless grin filled with spear-like teeth. I pray to God that those clouded eyes can't see shit. Otherwise, I'm dead. The face continues onward, not paying me any mind. The long neck of the creature slithers past through the water as it turns a corner further down the passage. I wait in frozen silence for the rest of the thing's body to pass by, but for at least 2 minutes, the serpentine neck keeps going. My patience wanes and I slip out of my hiding place to creep back the way the creature came from. How long is this damn thing? The snaking body seems to go down the entire length of the passageway. Barbed spines extend from its wrinkly skin, some from the tips of odd bug-like appendages that violently poke and prod at the walls and mechanisms of the sub. The spines themselves appear to be covered in bloody scraps of flesh, like they'd been sitting in old meat for months. I should probably steer clear of them. I keep following the length of this thing through the halls and it keeps moving the other way. Why the hell is this thing so long? Where did it come from? What is it trying to do? The air is getting warmer and this thing is getting thicker. I have to press myself against the wall to avoid touching it. If I alert this thing in any way to my presence, it might kill me before I find out what the damn thing actually is. Not that it would change the outcome for me. The heat has grown significantly, and it stinks like death. I've made it back to the area where the teeth first tore through the submarine's hull. Shouldn't seawater had rushed in through here? There's hardly a trickle. It's dark in here, but one of the lights near the porthole still worked. I can make out a fleshy wall next to the torn hull. The body of this worm thing slowly creeps out from an opening in the far wall. It pulses to fill the hole to block more water from pouring in. I peek through the porthole again. I know what this thing is now. I've seen the inside of a whale's mouth before, as I watched one eating through a porthole in a previous sub. But a whale wouldn't flat out attack a sub unless something made it. The creature slithering out of its throat must be some kind of horrid parasite. I've heard that some parasites can alter their host's behavior or even control them flat out. This one must have attacked the Barreleye, expecting a new host. A guttural hiss echoes behind me, and I turn around to see the face of the parasite staring back at me. It had come full circle and returned here, most likely realizing that the submarine can't be hijacked. The grinning teeth open as its head slithers toward me. This is it. No point in running, there's nowhere to go. I close my eyes and pray that my fate is quick.